guys, Pam Godvoice here, and I'm going to do a pose analysis of Ardha Chandrasana. And so I'm going to jump right into the pose and start to break it down for you. So we come to Ardha Chandrasana, bottom foot is in dorsiflexion, the knee is in extension, the standing leg is externally or laterally rotated, as well as abducted, abduction of the top leg, extension at the knee, and I'm choosing dorsiflexion of the top foot. So the limiting factors for Ardha Chandrasana that we're going to look at today are external rotation of the standing leg, abduction of the standing leg, and abduction of the lifted leg. Yeah, let's do those three. So first we'll look at external rotation of that standing leg. And so when we start to look at internal and external rotation, I'm going to show you the difference between the two. So with a non-fixed leg, the leg is in the air, external rotation, knee or thigh bone moves away from the midline. Internal rotation, thigh bone moves toward the midline. So we externally rotate, internally rotate, external, internal, okay? So that's what it looks like when the foot is free and so that's what it looks like when the foot is free and the pelvis essentially is stabilized. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like when the foot is stabilized and how the pelvis has to move around it. So you can do this on the ground. I'm going to do it on a block just to exaggerate what's happening. And so maybe you can see it a little more clearly. So if I were to externally rotate my standing leg, because the foot is fixed, which means the thigh bone has to stay where it is, the pelvis has to move around the thigh bone. External rotation would look like this. Internal rotation would look like this. Moving in, pelvis moves in towards the midline. External rotation, right? Pelvis moves away from the standing leg. Thigh bone moves away from the midline, but the leg is fixed. Then we roll back in. So this is internal rotation, external rotation. So the second piece would be abduction of that standing leg. And so abduction, if we're using a free leg, abduction, abduction, leg moves away, moving away from the midline, adduction, pulling in, coming in to the midline. So let's come into a side angle variation here. And so we find that external rotation of that front leg, because instead of the knee dropping in, the knee goes out. And then we're going to soften the stance on that back knee. So I'm going to bend the back foot. I'm going to bend my back knee and come up onto the ball of the foot. And then I'll rotate down. So this is like a relaxed position. Then I'm going to press straight down into the front heel and push it out to the left, away from the midline. So as I push it out to the left, pelvis rotates open, and then relax back down. Pelvis rotates open, relax back down. Pelvis rotates open, relax back down. Okay, so now let's put these two actions that we just did here in an extended Ardha variation into Ardha Chandrasana. So we'll start with a bent leg, so you can see where the knee is, so you can see the rotation of the thigh. Bring the knee out towards the pinky side edge, and then draw the leg straight. Keep the knee pointing out over the pinky edge of the toes, or the pinky side of the foot. And then the same thing we just did in Ardha and Chandrasana. We'll let that top hip relax down as the hip sags out to the side. So my left hip's sagging out to the side. And then I'm going to hug it in as I press the foot down and out. Open here. Down. Press and open. One more. Down. Press and open. Cool. So you just added those two pieces together. External rotation of the front leg and abduction on that front leg. Number 3 is abduction of the back leg. So sometimes what I see in this pose is, internal rotation, all that funky stuff that happens with the front leg, but if you get all that, is this kind of hangy back leg. And so in order to get a little power into the pose, we're going to abduct the leg to the sky. So abduction again, legs coming away from the midline. And so now we'll do this a few times. Let the back leg come down and then press up. Back leg comes down and up, down. Press the ankle towards the sky down, and ankle towards the sky. Nice. So now let's add all three of those together to get a new Ardha Chandrasana. Now we'll take all three of those pieces and we'll put them together. Ready? So starting in our, let's go into a warrior two pose. Bend that knee, bring the hand down. Take a look at where the knee is and find that external rotation. Rotate from the thigh bone so the knee comes out towards the pinky. And then we'll shift. Right. Again, check, then straighten. With the top hip, relax just a little. The right hip, relax down just a little as the left hip sags out to the side. And then hug the left hip in as you wrap open. And at the same time, right ankle bone, outer ankle bone kicks to the sky. And there's a pose. Nice job. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to answer them for you.